for the holiday.
Marching bands, Broadway performances.
Yeah.
Sometimes they run into tough weather.
They do, sometimes with the wind. The weather looks pretty decent tomorrow. A few showers were around there today, but it looks like it's going to clear out in time for the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. For us, what we're watching, the clear skies we had here tonight, and what's going to happen, I think, overnight, is we'll see light winds, clear skies, and eventually some fog form. Though right now, from our Jenks Middle School camera, looking back towards Cityplex Towers, it doesn't look too bad, but things could quickly go downhill, and they are starting to go downhill in some places in terms of the visibility as it continues to drop. 43 degrees right now. The winds are still just slightly enough to keep the air stirred up, but they should continue to subside overnight. Barometric pressure considered high, 30.20. Relative humidity, 86%. It should max out around 100% here later on tonight. We'll start with future track fog midnight tonight. Now, this is probably overplaying it just a little bit, as visibilities right now are in the order of about 5 to 10 miles an hour, but it just shows you how quickly that visibility can drop. And by tomorrow morning, typically the fog will be thickest around 6 a.m. to about 8 to 9 a.m., and it could drop to anywhere to visibilities to around 0 to maybe a half mile. So that would make it a little bit slow going in terms of travel. And I think it would be even worse if we had clear skies and then all of a sudden you ran into a patch of fog and then it cleared up and you ran into another thick patch of fog. That's certainly a possibility. By 9 to 10 o'clock, most of it's gone. By 11 o'clock, it's out even of southeast Kansas. Then the rest of the day, Thanksgiving Day is fantastic. We have sunshine with temperatures in the 60s. Tomorrow night, though, another cold front comes through. High pressure builds in behind that. Winds turn back to the north. So Friday's cooler with highs in the upper 50s to low 60s. And then as you look toward traveling back home on Sunday, if you're in town visiting, or if you're headed out and coming back into town Sunday, if you're headed to Dallas, pretty good travel weather here across the midsection of the country on Sunday. 71 degrees out in the Rockies, same. No snow in the forecast there, so nothing to slow you down with temperatures in the 50s. Heading back to Florida or going to Florida and coming back, 80, warm, no thunderstorms down in Florida. And we look up into the northeast. Now here are some trouble spots here. Rain showers right through the weekend in Boston, New York, Philadelphia, and Washington. So it looks like it'll be kind of messy there. Friday in Chicago, showers. Rest of the weekend just chilly and cool down to St. Louis. And then for us, we've got a cold front that's stalling here Monday. And so there's a pretty decent chance for rain and thunderstorms here Monday, and then some colder air coming in behind that. 56 was the high today, just 1 degree below the average high. 43 the current temperature, and so far the low for the day. The average is 36. So overnight, 35 clear, calm, fog and freezing fog a possibility. And the freezing fog would occur in areas like Bartlesville, where it's 29 degrees, or Grove, where it'll be 31. And you could have some elevated roadways that could get just a little bit on the icy side. So watch out tomorrow morning until we get those temperatures above freezing by 8 to 9 o'clock. 30 at Tahlequah, 34 at Okmulgee, McAllister down to 37 overnight, and Poto right around 34. The wind's calm in all the locations. Winterfest starts Friday 10 a.m., so we're ready for that. 35 tomorrow morning, some freezing fog possible. Cold turkey tomorrow at 9 a.m. Should be warm by about 1 o'clock, so come on over. 59 and sunshine, 65 tomorrow afternoon, the average high 57. Cool breeze tomorrow night for lights on at Utica Square, so take a jacket. 62 and Prior tomorrow in Claremore. Sky took up to 67. We'll see highs around 64 up in Bartlesville and Wagoner. 68 at Sapulpa, Okmulgee up to 66, and Chakotah up to 66. And high temperature in Poto tomorrow, 66. Eufaula 66. Holdenville 66 with southwest winds at 10 miles an hour. And then lights on, here it is, lights on at Utica Square. We're looking at temperatures around 63 at 5 p.m. The lights go on at 6:30, so temperatures roughly in the upper 50s to around 60 degrees. And Winterfest forecast, Friday morning temperature probably in the 50s, and by Friday night we're still in the 50s of both of those time frames, 10 a.m. and 7 p.m. So not a bad start. I guess they would like it to be colder since they do have ice involved. 7-day forecast, 37 Friday morning, 61 Friday afternoon, 34 and 64 on Saturday, 65 for the high Sunday, 67 chance for thunderstorms Monday, much cooler, 51 Tuesday, followed by a sub-freezing morning, Wednesday morning, dropping back down to 30.